Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel. Today I'm going to be playing a tune called Whiskey Before Breakfast. This tune originated in Canada. It's now a standard old-time tune and also used in bluegrass. I'm going to play it and I'm going to show you some approaches to bowing and ornamentation and variation. So we'll start off with the tune played fairly slowly. Now this is a particularly good tune for using and demonstrating the Georgia Shuffle, which is one of the three main shuffle patterns in old-time music. And the Georgia Shuffle consists of slurred ups and strong downs. So this works particularly well in the last line. So all the ups are relaxed and all of the downs are strong accents. You've also got some of that in the first half. There. It's a good idea when learning and practicing a tune like this to try something like the Georgia Shuffle all the way through just to see what happens. It's not necessarily going to be very musical, but it will certainly be instructive. So I'm going to try and force the Georgia Shuffle all the way through. Now the reason why this is an interesting challenge is that as you stick with the same pattern you have to alter some of the notes that you're playing with your left hand, otherwise the tune just breaks up. So if you practice it carefully you can find notes that will allow you to play the Georgia Shuffle neatly all the way through. What I was doing there was a bit of a hash in that I was kind of missing a few notes out. But by doing that you get the feel of the bowing pattern and you find that certain parts of the tune are very effective with it and certain parts are more challenging. And from the listener's point of view it's too much to play all the way through, unless maybe you're at a dance and perhaps you've got a rhythm section as well. The beauty of good bowing in old-time music is to have variety and to let the bow follow the phrasing. There's quite a lot of places for syncopation in a tune like this, and the first time I played it I left some of them out that I've written out, but I'll go through and I'll show you the different syncopations. There. So that's another one. Second half, that's the syncopation. So that's another one. So the syncopation basically is adding an unexpected accent, and that's a good idea because it breaks up the monotony of something like the Georgia Shuffle. This kind of syncopation is something that was introduced into old-time music by African-American banjo players and fiddle players who, perhaps because of their African background, had a particular knack at syncopation, and it's a real addition to old-time music. What's a good idea is to ideally be able to put in your own syncopations, to make them up on the spot and to vary them. So if you learn a syncopation at a particular bar, don't do it every time. Try and sometimes put it in, sometimes put it out, and sometimes surprise yourself by trying a new syncopation. There's a thing that I call the drop bow, where you lift the bow off the string and bring it back down again. And some of the syncopations are places to do that. Like there. Rather than just holding the bow down. It can be two down bows. There's another one. So again, that's another way to add a bit of interest. Open string drones work quite well in this tune. If you're playing melody on the D string, then an A drone is usually going to work. If you're playing melody on the A string, then a D drone is going to work. So in most of the first half, you can pretty well bow evenly across both strings. It's only when you play a G that drone, whilst not being totally ruled out, it's not very pleasant. So there I'm going to lift off, and so I'm only bowing the string that I'm playing. It's a good, again, a good exercise to try droning all the way through, just to see what the effect is. Let's just try the second half, droning everywhere. So again, I think it's not very musical doing that. It's best to pick out the phrases where it works, but it is instructional to try droning all the way through a tune. You'll find out the bits that work and the bits that don't. Some of the great old-time string players had very different attitudes towards open string drones. Some of them really enjoyed them. Some players deliberately avoided open string drones and considered them common, and they thought that playing clean notes marked them out as being superior. One final question is, do you play this tune with swing or do you play it straight? It's the kind of question that most people it never even occurs to them. I think this tune at a medium or fairly fast tempo should be played straight. So all the quavers are even. If it's played at a medium to slowish tempo, and to me a swing becomes a bit more natural. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a copy of my version of the music with some bowing suggestions and syncopations, then subscribe, send me an email, and I'll send you the drops.